Hey, I'm Jamie Blake. I'm a push player, producer, and music educator.
And I'm Keana. I'm a producer, artist, and show programmer.
Today, we'll be doing a breakdown of our setup for our push performance video. When Ableton first reached out about collaborating on a video for the Push Performance series, I was excited to utilize my workflow with Push to do something, create something that was as musical as possible.
I'm coming into this as a songwriter, so for this project, I wanted to create something that had a positive message and that could resonate with everybody.
So for the keys, I'm using a basic suitcase amp from the Ableton electric keyboards pack. And part of what I loved about this sound is that I could bend notes, which felt great because I wasn't expecting to be able to bend the pitch like that. I play push in chromatic mode and play it as an instrument, much like you would a guitar or piano. So I wanted to be able to be as expressive as I could, but also feel like a familiar instrument. So let's have a listen with the effects chain turned off. And we'll turn the effects chain back on. And what I've added is a series of time-based effects and mixing tools that are there to enhance the time-based effects. And the way I landed on this really bright, shimmery, metallic sound was a Max for Live device I've created, which allows me to randomize, store, and delete macro variations so that I can come up with a texture that would have been a lot more time-consuming to do otherwise. One of the most important parts about this push performance was the timing when moving between instruments. So in order to make sure I could get the drums in properly after putting down the keys, I had a blank 2-bar clip already loaded into the drum rack so that I could move from the keys over to the drums, hit record, and immediately start playing the pattern. So inside the drum rack, each pad has its own effects chain, so you can basically mix as you go. Each one is tailored to that specific sound. And the only thing that's running on the entire drum rack is this beautiful sounding saturator curve. So this is what it sounds like without saturator. And with.
Once Jamie finishes his drums, I step in and I do the vocal chop. Originally, I wanted to sing it, load it into Simpler, and chop it live, but because of the performance, there wasn't enough time, so I recorded it ahead of time. I come in here, and this is what we have.
You to worry about.
And then I transposed it down an octave. During a performance, timing is of the essence, so I only had about a beat and a half to move to the bass, move it down an octave, and play. So I use capture.
For the bass, we're using a Moog Minotaur, which is being controlled from a CV output on push. This allows us to do pitch bends on an external synth. The processing is mostly made up from a combination of roar and saturator. Here's what it sounds like without roar and saturator, and with. For the lead instrument, I recorded a single note from my Telecaster and put it into Sampler. Inside a Sampler, I mapped the slide to the filter cutoff. So when I play lower on a pad, it's darker, and when I play higher on a pad, it's brighter. I also mapped the pressure to the filter resonance, so that as I move my finger around on the pad, I'm able to articulate each note differently. In addition to this, I'm using roar to further enhance the nuance of the expression. Here's what it sounds like without roar. And with roar.
Before and after Jamie played the lead, I used my voice to help smooth out the transition between sections. I use tuning on my vocals, and I like to get creative with how hard I push it. Here's my voice without. Let's tune that up a bit.
Nothing to worry about.
After recording the lead vocals, we looped it once so I could sing background vocals on top.
All right, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough.
Make sure to check out the performance video, and thanks for watching.
God damn it, no! It just makes me laugh.
Let's just go.
We're gonna start a bloopers version. This will be a third video.